Hello everyone and welcome back to Easy English with James. Today we're going to learn all about the letter Y in English. Now, why are we going to learn about the letter Y? It's because it's actually one of the most special letters in English, because this letter can be both a vowel and a consonant. Now, in the alphabet, we pronounce the letter Y, just like the question word, why. So if you want to find out why we pronounce Y like Y, then stick with me for this interesting English pronunciation lesson. So we're going to start with the letter Y as a vowel. And the first way that the letter Y can be pronounced in English is as that short I sound. I. It's very, very common when you see the letter Y between two consonants or in the middle of words. Look at words like gym, or typical, or system, and physics, or crystal. So you've got gym, typical, system, physics, and crystal. And you'll notice we're just pronouncing the letter Y there as that short I sound. Gym, or system. The letter Y is also pronounced like this very often when you see it before the letter R, like in pyramid, or myriad, or lyrics, like the lyrics to your favourite song, or syrup, something that you put on food, or even tyranny. So remember, if you see it before the letter R, like in syrup or tyranny or pyramid, then it will also be pronounced like that I, just like in gym, or system. Try this sentence to help you practice that pronunciation of the letter Y. The myriad pyramids have typical physics. The myriad pyramids have typical physics. Try and say it quite quickly. The myriad pyramids have typical physics. The myriad pyramids have typical physics. Okay? The second way that we can pronounce the letter Y is as an I sound. I. This is very common when you see the letter Y at the end of words, especially short three-letter words like my, or try, or sky, or fly. So my, try, sky, and fly. My, try, sky, and fly. Here, that letter Y at the end is pronounced as I. You can also see this in cry, why, dry, and buy. Cry, why, dry, and buy. Practice with me. Cry, why, dry, and buy. This is also common when you have that magic E appearing at the end of these three-letter words, like rye, or die, or I. Rye, die, or I. Rye, die, and I. Here, that magic E at the end is silent, so we just pronounce that dy with that die. D-Y-E, die. R-Y-E, rye. Okay, and of course, E-Y-E is your I. This also happens when we insert a consonant in there. So you've got that letter Y, and then a consonant, and then the magic E. Look at words like hype, or type, or even rhyme. And finally, the common word style. In those words, we've inserted a consonant, so it looks like Y plus consonant plus that magic E. Style, hype, or rhyme. Always with that I sound. Finally, the letter Y is also pronounced as I in words where you see YSE in British English or YZE in American English. Words like analyze, analyze, paralyze, paralyze, breathalyze, breathalyze, catalyze, catalyze. Something to note here though is that even in British English, the American English spelling is becoming more common thanks to the popularity of American English these days. But remember, even when it's YSE or YZE, you still pronounce it as that eyes, analyze, analyze. The letter Y is also pronounced I in words where you see U and Y together. Words like buy, like I buy something from the shop. Or guy, the slang word for a man. My guy, okay? G-U-Y here, guy. B-U-Y here, buy. Some other common words where you hear this pronunciation are words like myself, or the month, July, my birthday month is in July, or apply, like apply for a job, or satisfy, or verify, or even cycle, like cycle to work. So let's have a go at a tongue twister now to practice this pronunciation of the letter Y. Have a look at this one. Why do I buy myself and the guy a cycle in dry July? Why do I buy myself and the guy a cycle in dry July? Last time. Why do I buy myself and the guy a cycle in dry July? Practice that many, many times until you're super comfortable recognizing when we pronounce the letter Y as I. Now, the third way that we can pronounce the letter Y in English is as an E. Look at words like city, or family. Here, the letter Y is at the end of a slightly longer word, not a really short word very often. Remember, in short words, it's often I, like sky or try. But in slightly longer words with 2 syllables or more, like city, or family, you can hear it pronounced as that E sound. So try these 3. City, family, and easy. City, family, and easy. City, family, and easy. Or try these 3. Company, many, and very. Company, many, and very. Company, many, and very. This is also the way that the letter Y is pronounced in nearly all adverbs ending in that ly, li. Look at words like probably, or only, or typically. Probably, only, or typically. Here, that ly is pronounced li, probably, typically, and only. Also in usually, or certainly. Usually and certainly. Usually, certainly. So remember, ly nearly always pronounced li. Now, you should also remember these 2 words, any and every. Any and every. Because there are actually a few other words that come from these words, extensions of these words. When we say any, we could say anything, or anyone, or anywhere. The same with every. We could say everything, everyone, or everywhere. And it's important, again, that you're pronouncing that Y there as that E sound. Everywhere, everyone, anyone, anywhere. You will also see that words that end in EY often take this pronunciation. Look at words like money, that EY there is E again, money. Same in turkey, or donkey, or even just key, K-E-Y, key. Try this sentence. Me and my monkey need a lot of money for our journey to Turkey. Me and my monkey need a lot of money for our journey to Turkey. Me and my monkey need a lot of money for our journey to Turkey. Now, a quick note, EY does have another pronunciation in English, so we will learn that a little bit later on in this lesson. So remember that EY can be pronounced E, but there are other ways that we can pronounce this in English too that we'll learn about later. Now, an interesting fact that some of you may or may not know is that you probably, when you were in school and you were learning English, you probably learned the days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Here you've got that A pronunciation, Monday. But actually, when native speakers are speaking really quickly, especially native speakers from the UK, you'll often hear that E sound again. Monday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. When we're saying it quite slowly, we pronounce it very properly. Monday. But if you're listening to a native English speaker speak very quickly, you'll often hear them say it like Monday. I'm going to do that on Monday. Or Tuesday. Let's do it Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay? It's almost, it can be both. It can sometimes be Friday and you'll also hear Friday. Let's do it on Friday. Okay? Sometimes E, sometimes A. This is most common when you hear those days of the week in the middle of a sentence. So if we say something like, I went there on Monday, often you'll hear it as A. But if I say, I went there on Monday to pick it up, I went there on Monday to pick it up. Monday here is kind of like in the middle of the sentence that we're saying. I went there on Monday to pick it up. And here, the Monday is sort of like jumps into the next word. I went there on Monday to pick it up. Monday, not Monday. Okay, but if it's at the end of the sentence, Monday. Okay, this also works with yesterday. Yesterday. If I say, yesterday I did this, but I say, I went there yesterday to pick it up, you'll hear the difference. It's only done when we're speaking very fast. That's why I can't do this by speaking very slowly. I went there yesterday to pick it up. Yesterday to pick it up, not yesterday to pick it up. Okay? It's a little secret of the English language, especially if you want to have a good British English accent. Okay? Now, this brings me to the fourth way to pronounce the letter Y in English. It's pronounced A. A. Especially when it's combined with the letter A and Y, like in day or play or stay. Day, play and stay. Or, of course, the days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. A-Y, usually pronounced A. 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 But this is where we will learn the second way to pronounce EY. Because before we learned that in words like donkey, donkey, EY is pronounced E. But look at words like grey, grey, or hey, hey, like hey you, hey. Here, EY is pronounced A, A. It's a little bit less common, but it is the other way that you'll see EY pronounced in English as A, A. So grey, or hay, or survey, survey. Grey, hay, and survey. Grey, hay, and survey. And of course, in the super common word that you will use all the time, they. They did this, they went there, they did that. Make sure you're pronouncing that word absolutely perfectly because it is super, super common. They, they, they. Try saying sentences really fast that are quite common too, like they did this, they did that, they went there, they bought this, they spent money, they went on holiday. The more you practice that, the more fluent and easy you'll find speaking in English. Try this pretty awesome practice sentence. Hey, on Monday and Tuesday they play away, but not today. Hey, on Monday and Tuesday they play away, but not today. One last time. Hey, on Monday and Tuesday they play away, but not today. Whoa, that's a good one to practice, that one. Now, the fifth way we can pronounce the letter Y in English is when it's combined with O, O-Y. Look at words like boy. Here, the O and Y together is pronounced oi, oi. Boy, or toy, or employ. Boy, toy, or employ. Employ. So remember, O and Y together makes that oi sound. Oi. Boy, toy, and employ. Also in words like joy, joy. Do you know what the word joy means? It's like super happiness. It's perfect happiness. Okay? If these lessons are bringing you any joy, if you are enjoying them and you're learning some English, make sure that you hit that like button, you leave a comment, and you subscribe to this channel. Okay? Now, another cool word with O and Y is the word ploy. Ploy. And if anybody knows the meaning of this word, can you tell me the meaning of this word ploy in the comments below? Ploy. Ploy. Even better, can you use this word in a sentence? The ploy. Write a sentence in the comments and I will check if you have written it correctly. Okay? Ploy. Ploy. Now, there's a really rare way to pronounce the letter Y. It's usually in words where you see M, Y, R, and in some other words where you see Y and R together. Look at words like myrtle and myrrh. Myrtle and myrrh. Here, the letter Y is being pronounced myrtle and myrrh. But don't worry, this is a really rare, not common pronunciation, okay? And they're two quite rare words too, myrtle and myrrh. Now, the seventh way that we can pronounce the letter Y is when you see Y, R and E together, like in tire, tire, or pyre, pyre, or liar, liar. Tire, pyre and liar. Here, it's actually making a triphthong sound. A triphthong sound. Tire. It's kind of making I, and pyre and liar. Tire, pyre and liar. Okay? Y, R and E together for that special triphthong sound. Tire, liar and pyre. Now, that is all of the ways that we can pronounce the letter Y as a vowel, but let's have a look at how we pronounce the letter Y as a consonant. And it's normally pronounced as this sound here, which is difficult to make on its own, but look at it in words like yellow, yellow, or young, young, or yes, yes, or yawn, yawn. Yellow, young, yes, and yawn, yawn. Okay, here you can see that pronunciation of the letter Y here is kind of a yellow, yawn, young. Okay, and of course the word yes, yes. This is, of course, when the letter Y comes at the beginning of words. When you see the letter Y at the beginning, it is nearly always pronounced as a consonant. You probably already noticed this in words like yesterday, yesterday, okay? But it's very, very common in any word where the letter Y is at the beginning. Young, yawn, yellow, yesterday, yo-yo, okay, yo-yo. All of these have that letter Y at the beginning, and this is where we pronounce the letter Y as a consonant. So, what I want you to do is to try this final, bigger tongue twister to master pronunciation of the letter Y. Have a go at this. Yellow yaks in the yard yawned yesterday, yet yuppies played all day. Yellow yaks in the yard yawned yesterday, yet yuppies played all day. Yellow yaks in the yard yawned yesterday, yet yuppies played all day. Have a go at that tongue twister, and then if you want more practice, go back and watch this lesson again and try to repeat every single word that you hear with the letter Y in this lesson until you feel absolutely comfortable making that sound perfectly. Okay, now thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. We only actually have one video left, and that is the letter Z or Z. Z or Z, which one is it? If you stick around, if you make sure you have subscribed to this channel, you'll see that video very soon and find out how we pronounce that final letter in the alphabet. Okay, if you want to support this channel, you can just click super thanks below, or you can see me on Ko-Fi. Okay, thanks again for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you again for another English lesson. Okay, bye bye.